Hey, welcome to this Windows channel, and this is the Tech News Update for May the 2nd, 2016. And today, in our Tech News Update, we have a bit of news. Bing, now, if you're a Bing user on your iOS device, and I don't know many that are, but if you are using Bing on iOS, you can now search images. That means you can click an image, for example, and you want to know what it is. So you can actually search not only your images, but search by reverse images and know what you're looking at. So that's something that Google already offers, reverse search, images search. And it's pretty cool because you are looking at something and wonder what it is. Really, really useful. And of course, you can search for images if you want to have all sorts of pictures, and it's always fun. There's a lot of stuff on the internet that you can download. So this brings this is with the Bing update. So if you are using Bing on your iPhone or iPad, well, just check for the update and you'll have that new feature available. Intel, it's not going very well at Intel. We were talking about that last week, and we were talking how they are laying off 12,000 employees uh, because of bad decisions. Intel 10 years ago was asked by Apple to make mobile processors for their iPhone. And they said no. What a big mistake that was. Now they've, of course, tried to come back and everything, but you know what? They've announced that, first of all, the future of Atom processors is now going to be changed. There's a lot of processors they had on the workbench. They decided, no, we're not going to do these anymore, and they're giving up on smartphone processors and mobile processors. They are intensely in competition on mobile side with basically all the ARM processors, which are really made for mobile and use much less power than any Intel processor. So Intel is really, really searching itself and looking at the future that's for the moment not super bright. Well, we've had numbers, and for the first time ever, Internet Explorer lost its dominance of the browser market. A lot of people write to me and say, well, who uses Internet Explorer? Well, until now, Internet Explorer was still the most used browser of all. And now Chrome took the first place officially. So according to NetStats, Chrome is now 41.35%, 41.66% of browsers and only 41.35% for Internet Explorer. It's very close, very tight. But it's the first time that a browser actually beats the market share of Internet Explorer. And you got to know one thing. When people tell me, well, I don't understand why people are using Internet Explorer, you got to figure out that the average user, the one that buys a new computer, doesn't really care. He uses Internet Explorer because it's there and that's it. And that's why it had such a dominance. It's because it's there. So there's no need, and people don't understand that other programs. If I look at the clients that I go to, I can tell you one thing. They're all wondering what is that strange Chrome icon or that strange Firefox icon. They don't understand that it's something else. So, that's why the dominance of Internet Explorer is so strong. But now Chrome taking the lead. So, of course, we'll try to make a basically we'll compare the latest versions of Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer 11, and Edge probably this week, so that we'll check it out. What's the fastest of browsers? Steam. Valve has announced that they will ban players on Steam that are cheating, and they will ban them with their phone number. They said that cheating players is a plague. It's a big problem. And you know what? Personally, I stopped playing a lot of online games because I was just too tired of all the cheaters out there. And it renders a place really, really, really almost useless when you get cheaters that it's not even cool. You're cheating. You're not even winning by yourself. I don't even see what's the cool thing about that. It's not. So I think it's time that everybody should ban the cheaters, and that's for sure. And not even let them come back. Ban for life. Who cares? You cheated. I don't care. I think it's a plague, and I think it has to be fixed. So Steam taking on the banning process for cheaters. Facebook has released data on requests that they had by government and by countries, and it's a very extensive list, but man, there's thousands and thousands and thousands of requests of information about all sorts of users. And of course, U.S. government is there on the top of the list, and there's not just U.S. government. Pretty much every government, every agency in the world is trying to find information about users. That's why maybe we should lie a little more in our profiles on Facebook to make sure that they can't really trace who you really are. So, it is getting a plague, and it's sad to see that, requests of information very often without any, without going to court or asking for a paper that could, a warrant of some sort to get information is sad. They should really go fair play. And honestly, I even think that companies should not give information to the government agencies. Windows 10 market share growing, and now it is part of 14.35% of all Windows computers. So that means that, and in computers in general. So according to NetStats, 14.35 of all visitors of websites that they monitor were Windows 10 users, and so market share is growing. And of course, Windows 7 still strong there at 48.79%, but losing fast in a month over month, 1.5% down. So that's pretty strong decline, and shows that Windows 7 will slowly decline from now on, but it's still almost half of all computers in the world. So pretty amazing when you think about it. So that pretty much was the news items for today on Monday, May the 2nd, 2016. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, let us know. Maybe you have a feature of Windows you'd like us to talk about. If you like our videos, give us thumbs up, and why not subscribe? You'll know when new videos are online. Thank you for watching, and thank you for following us on this channel.